Ladybug, we up, let's go. We bout that business, boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got Bill bout that business, boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, Ladybug, about that business. We bout that business, We trending on retreat, we bout that business, All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business, competition can't compete. We bout that business, I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats. Hey, we got facts, we got stats, not to mention trending topics. You the champ? No, that's cap, drilling, killing all the guys. Please don't try that, boy, you know we hotter, boy, making all kind of noise. We on fire, what you know about them Ohio boys? We bout that business, boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got Bill bout that business, boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, Ladybug, about that business. We bout that business, we trending on retreat, we bout that business, All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business, competition can't compete. We bout that business, I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats.
Yeah, we back, baby. Good Monday, good morning, and good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here at Bout That Business with Buckeye Bill. This is NFL and NFL only. All the people that's going to call in are probably me talking about some of the games that happened over the weekend, over Sunday. Some good games, man. Very good games, man. Of course, the Chiefs lost. The Browns unleashed Shador. They didn't give him a playbook, but at least they let him play. The Eagles, of course, defeated Detroit, and good games, man. I just want to know what you think. The Broncos, they took down the reigning champions. And I see that the Chiefs are they're on their heels right now. What say you? I see Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, his offensive line regressing. I don't see them making a real push in the playoffs if they make it to the playoffs, because their record, they have to win completely out to get into the playoffs. So that's going to be an issue for them. But when they get in the playoffs, are they going to be able to sustain some of these good defenses and offenses that's in the AFC? We got Indianapolis. We have Baltimore Ravens is coming back. We've got some good teams in the AFC that can dethrone the Chiefs this year. What say you? Again, like I said, the Bills, they handled the Buccaneers, which I would have never thought they would, especially in their house. Josh Allen went for 3 touchdowns running and 3 touchdowns passing. What say you? If he's not the best quarterback in the league, he's contending. Because I always think that Lamar is the best quarterback in the league. But, until he proves it again, we won't know. But they will give it to Josh Allen if the Ravens don't step up. Of course, they'll never give the Eagles any kind of love in the national media, and especially their offense. Hurts has been phenomenal to me, but their defense has been awesome. So we'll see what the Eagles can do going forward. Can they beat the Rams? Can they beat Seattle? Can I don't see them having a problem with the Cowboys or Washington, the Commanders. I don't see that having them having problems with that. So we'll see how that works out for them. What say you? I'll tell you one thing. Funny thing happened along the way. Cleveland's quarterback got hurt. The quarterback, Dillon Gabriel, got hurt. And they literally put Shedeur in there with no bullets in his gun. They said, I'm going to give you a bat. You go play. That's how sad our organization has become over the years, where there's no structure and no leadership. When you bring in a Shedeur, he should be prepared to be your backup and to be your starter. They never gave him any reps, first team, second team. Even the scout teams, he didn't even play in the scout teams. So I'm really disappointed in the Browns up until this point. But Shedeur has a week to literally prepare himself, get into the lab, and see what he can do. Hey, I got a special guest that chimed in with us. Blue Nitty in the house. Blue Nitty, man. Hey, this guy right here, he is the architect of our the design of our what is it, man? You tell me, man. What is it, baby?
Yo, this your boy
What's
Blue
up, Blue
Nitty from.
Nitty? What's happening?
I'm from Indiana. You see what we repping?
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Them coasts, they sideways. That's okay. I'm good with you.
Shoot. But more. You asked me about what I do with y'all. I am the architect behind the intro of the Running Man, the countdown. Come see me, the chairman Blue Nitty from Indiana. Uh, you can find me on YouTube, the chairman Blue Nitty. You can find me on Facebook, Blue Nitty, everything Blue Nitty. And the company is on TikTok, Blue Legacy Marketing Group. See what I'm saying? So, we working with Buckeye Bill and the Buckeyes, and we about that business.
About that business, baby. So what you think
Hey,
about your coach, though, man? What's happening?
hey, before I go on, I got to give a couple shout outs. Number one, I got to give a shout out, and a lot of y'all might not know who I'm talking about, but those on here, y'all know who I'm talking about. Give a shout out to the OG Buckeye. I know she watching. Salute. And I got to give a shout out to my right hand, Meg Nitty. She holds me down. But the Colts, they doing what I thought they was gonna do. See, a lot of people thought okay, let me start like this. A lot of people look at football. They don't watch football. It's a difference. Now, with that being said, when we got Daniel Jones, he's better than y'all think he is. He just needed a change of scenery. smoked some Indy Green. No, I better not say that on here. Just joking. Anyway, he
Yes,
got
sir.
to Indy. He got uh, he got to see what a real
Not Aaron
team, a real
Rodgers, man.
front
Let's put
office.
it that way. He ain't Aaron Rodgers.
No, he ain't. But at the same time, he's what we need. We don't need Aaron Rodgers. We don't need we just needed somebody. We needed a game manager. You know what I'm saying? So in our defense, and then like our offense, wide receivers. I'm gonna keep it 100. How many $1 million wide receivers does the Colts have? I know I can think of one, Pittman. That's about it.
But your $1 zillion running back is awesome.
Oh,
You
JT,
gonna tell me what?
hey man, he doing what he got help, so he able to just concentrate on doing what he got to do, and he's a good blocker. He a lot of times he does the blocking. He's the one that watch uh Indiana Jones
Backstop.
back.
Mhm.
So yeah, but I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. But like I said, and I'm a realist. We doing our thing, but at the same time, nobody seen that this record. They didn't see this record coming. So, but yeah, that's all I had to say about my coach. You know what I'm saying? We rep Indiana. I'm a homer. I ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. I live in Indiana, but I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I wanted to do, shout out to Shador Sanders. Keep your head up. You're doing your thing. It wasn't your fault. You were set up for failure. You still doing your thing. Just you know what to do. Oh yeah, by the way, I heard that Lamar Jackson was looking for him so he could have a sit down with him. Hey Shador, sit down with Lamar Jackson. Have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt. But that's what I got to say.
I agree with that, bro. Hey, bruh, I totally agree with that. And again, just like you said, Big Brother was looking for him. And I think that was more of just genuine, dude, I got to check on my little brother than it was about football or anything else. Because when I saw him on the sideline, holding his head and thinking like he lost the game, he didn't lose the game. He came in the game and they was already reeling. All they needed was a few plays that people didn't do. And then what happened was he couldn't read the defense because he didn't see the film. If you don't have the film to watch defenses coming at you, you don't know where they're coming from. And so he played off of instinct. They put him in there and he was playing off instinct. And he did a great job to me. As a first-time starter in the NFL, coming off the bench with no reps whatsoever, he came in
There you
there
go.
and those few throws that you saw that he hit them. He hit them right in their hands. It just so happened, just like the offensive lineman said, dude, I haven't heard his cadence. I don't know how to move. I don't know
There
how
you
to
go.
I don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what we're supposed to be doing out here. So that's coaching, that's
Yep.
organization, and
Yep.
and and that's not on the quarterback or the offensive line. That's just you're not giving us reps with the guy who eventually is going to take over this team because you knew little guy Gabriel was going to get hurt. We knew this in the beginning. He was little guy. He's little guy, and I like him. I liked him in Oregon. as a college player, but as a professional player, first of all, he's too little. Second of all, his reads are off. You know, he's not doing a good job at reading the defense. And he's been in practice. He's been taking first reps since the old man left. So
Joe
there's no
Flacco.
way he can't not know what defenses are coming at him.
Joe Flacco.
So, Joe Flacco. So with that being said, it's like, what? What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Gabriel.
I'm
Because
on you, man. You go for it. Go for it.
shout out to Gabriel, you know what I'm saying? He doing what he doing what he's capable of doing. Now, they Kevin I call him Kevin
Backup
Stanky.
quarterback.
No, I call him Kevin Stanky. Coach Kevin Stanky. Who should be the moving van should be in front of his house right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I will say this. He always talking about in the press conference developing a quarterback. What quarterback has he developed? Crickets. Yep.
Not
Exactly.
an extent. He has not. He has not. And you're talking about backing up the truck to get him out of there. They should get a bag, a big bag, and say, Dion, would you like to come coach your son? And our defense, who is spectacular. Do you think if Dion came to Cleveland as a defensive coordinator, get a good offensive coordinator who he trusts to teach his son how to play football, that Cleveland would not be in the mix in the next 4 to 5 years? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because if they gave the bag to Dion, there's so many players in the league would be like, you know, say, hey, listen, oh my God, they're doing something in Cleveland. Let me go there, see how it works for me, because they ain't doing what I need them to do for me. And Dion will do it for these defensive players and will allow his offensive coordinator to do his job.
He doing that now.
That's what I say.
Dion doing that now. But the only thing is that would be a dream scenario. But I will tell you this: somebody that I feel like has grown to be, and him and Shador could grow up together. Should take over, and he probably will take over. And I didn't even like the dude, but he done made his bones. Watch out for that. Watch out for Tommy Reese. Tommy Reese, they're handicapping him right now. He's not even being able to be a sufficient coordinator. He's being handicapped right now. They got the handcuffs on him. But if the owner say take them handcuffs off, you'll see a lot more better flow, and the players will respond to him better than they respond to Kevin Stanky.
Well, I think the owner is the one who wanted Shador, and Stanky was like, "Oh, I even said Stanky. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's good.
I think that he's resentful of the owner telling him he had to take Shador when he took Gabriel and can't develop him. You got a quarterback who's sitting there in the wings that all you have to do is give him the ball. It can win you games. But you're trying to develop this little short guy who's not even ready for the big lights. Shador's ready for the big lights. All you got to do is give him bullets in his gun. That's it. That's all. And so I think the owner has gotten to a point where I listen. You know what? We're gonna make sure Shedeur plays for the rest of the season. If you can't develop him, you're out. We'll find somebody else to coach him.
He's out. He's out, and the GM is out.
Yeah, they both
Because
out. They both out.
They should have. He should have never dropped. I mean, how are you going to draft two quarterbacks?
And then neither one of them get to play.
And
That's
you
crazy.
ain't developing. And you ain't developing neither one of them.
Right. Because if you think that Stefanski has helped Dylan Gabriel become a starting quarterback, then where's the skill set? Where did you come up with a plan to say, you know what, we're gonna start this guy over this guy, and we have all the structure for this guy to be successful? There was no structure for Dylan Gabriel because, first of all, he's little. Second of all, he was a quarterback for Oregon that had a lot of weapons. All he had to do was throw the ball up in the air at that time, and a running back. And he had a good defense. They made him look good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he is. I mean, okay, he's just as small as Kyler Murray and Young.
And not as athletic.
As those two. He's not as athletic as neither one of those guys. That's what I say.
My thing is, Shedeur, his brain, if anybody knows anything about Shedeur, his brain is different, man. I mean, it's been times that he threw an interception when he played at Colorado, and the head coach, not his dad, his head coach, got on him. Was like, "What did you do that?" He just looked at him and said,
"What you looking at?"
He said, "Hey, coach, watch the film." And he will see something. See, a lot of people don't realize that Shedeur was changing the plays and stuff at the line without permission from the offensive coordinator, so bad that the offensive coordinator said, "I'm not on the field. You are. So if you feel like that you got to change the play, you see something I don't, change it."
Exactly.
And then when he started doing that, the head coach went over to the offensive coordinator. "Man, what is Shedeur doing? What is Shedeur doing?" The coordinator said, "Sit back. He got permission from me to do this, and this." So Shedeur got the capability, but see, only thing is, just like the coaches and stuff, because I've been watching a lot of the reaction, and all of the head coaches in the NFL say, for Shedeur to be thrown in there and not have any reps with the first team is a disturbance. It's malpractice, is what Shannon Sharp said.
Yes, malpractice, baby.
Yeah, and he to throw him out there, throw him to the wolves, and expect for him to do something. Kevin Stanky knew what he was doing, and I'm gonna keep on calling him Kevin Stanky till he get fired. But he knew what he was doing when he did that. Because I mean, here's my thing, and here's where I fought the GM. They traded away Pickens. Now Pickens ain't but I would have traded Joe Flacco away before I traded. They signed Joe Flacco and Pickens. What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, what it all boils down to, if they would give Shedeur two reps. Okay, out of 1 week, if they gave him 2 reps, Shedeur would be a lot better. And that's what most of the NFL coaches do. They give the backup quarterback 2 reps a week
Right. Right.
with the first team offense. That's what you're supposed to do. But like I said, Kevin Stanky and what's that Andrew dude? I don't even know his name, but the moving trucks is
He doesn't
out in
exist
front
to
of their
me.
house,
He
huh?
doesn't exist to me. He doesn't
Yeah,
exist. Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but see, they really just having a peeing match. That's what they're doing. The owner and Kevin Stanky. Kevin Stanky is mad because the owner wanted Shador, and and the coach got his golden boy. So that's where the disconnect is. Go ahead.
And so I would think this, just like you just said, and I'm gonna just piggyback on what you said. Um, yeah, he is pissed off because the owner already told him, listen, if you don't play my guy, you're out. So he already knows he has a buyout. Then he gonna get paid regardless, whether they lose or win. He's gonna get paid. He gonna be out. If he wins 2 or 3 games from now, he's still out. Now, I'm not sure if there's another NFL team. It's gonna say, well, there might be. Might say, oh, you know what? We'll give Kevin a chance on our offense. He's supposed to be an offensive guru, first of all. So we'll give him. He'll never be another head coach again. Not in
Mm-mm.
the pros. They might bring him into the college, but he ain't gonna never be another pro
He gonna be he gonna be
coach ever.
he gonna be an offensive coordinator
Exactly, for the rest of his
for
tenure.
for a college, not a big program, but a
Right.
small program, and he gonna disappear.
He'll be like Rule and all the ones that just faded into the wind because once you get to the big leagues and you show that you don't have it, ain't nobody gonna give it back to you, son. Whether you a football player, whether you a coach, it doesn't matter. Whether you an announcer, if you get to the big league and you can't produce, you don't get another chance. They don't give you second chances. You get second chances sometimes, but not so much. Not so much. So I'm
Yeah,
really happy that we might have an opportunity to move off of him and find a Saban or somebody. I don't care who comes up in there. I just say Saban and Deion as a pair would be wonderful for me as a Cleveland Brown fan. But all state or whatever they call it, whatever it is. Point is, I'm the duck. The point is, if we can get another coach that actually understands the history of the Cleveland Browns, who loves the Cleveland Browns and know the fan base, that's where you'll see progress. See, because Stefanski, they don't know nothing about the history of the Cleveland Browns and how much we done went through in life, to get to where we are right now. He's just a coach. And so I'm done with him, man. I'm done with him, bro. I'm done with him. Done with him, man. Done with him.
hey,
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. You go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was just gonna say he knows, he just don't respect the culture. He don't respect
He does.
the history.
Yeah.
He urinate. Go ahead.
Even he doesn't even respect the rivalry between the Cleveland Browns and Pittsburgh. I don't care if nothing else. If I lose every game, I'm not gonna lose to Pittsburgh.
Hey, he
See what
don't
I'm
even
saying?
respect. He don't even respect the Ohio rivalry. He gonna trade Joe
Exactly.
Flacco to the Bengals, which that
Right.
falls back on the GM too.
Yeah,
You gonna
I
trade
agree.
Joe Flacco and you didn't get nothing in return. You could
Yeah.
have got a linebacker,
Got
a
nothing.
second string
Got nothing.
linebacker or something.
He
You
got
didn't get
nothing.
nothing. That's
Yep.
why he fired. And then when they just dropped the ticket sales down to $5 a ticket, is what I'm hearing. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's
Well,
not
I
good.
mean, I know a bunch of fans um, who they can afford buses to go to Cleveland now. Handful of buses. You know, in their last two, I think they got 2 more home games. They're on the internet talking about how they gonna fill up these buses. The tickets are cheap. They just got to fill the buses up. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And spend money on a hotel and those type of things. The tickets are cheap, which should never happen. It should never happen. So
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
what else you want to talk about, baby?
Hey man, I want to say I don't know. I just read something. I'm just trying to clarify it. So it's not been confirmed, but from what I'm hearing is our owner. I love her to death. Jim Irsay's daughter, R.I.P. Jim Irsay. Her she done came in and she done changed the whole culture already. I mean, she really been
Yes,
running the
sir.
team for about 6 years. What people don't know, but her putting the headset, being down there, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not trying to interfere nothing what y'all got going on. I just want to, I want to see for myself what's going on. If the wide receiver ran around the wrong route, did the quarterback not see? Did the quarterback not make the decision? Did the lineman not do a job? That's all I'm here
She know
for.
her football though. She know her football.
Yeah,
She been watching football all her life though.
yeah.
You feel me?
But yeah, but see, also, I'm hearing that she dropped our ticket prices down for these next 2 games so that the underprivileged can go see the Colts.
Wonderful.
So hats off to Carly because whenever again, like I said earlier, you got people that look at football but they don't watch football, and for her to
Right.
come because like I said, she been running the team that I know of at least the last 6 years. Because
Right.
everybody know, may rest in peace. I ain't gonna throw dirt on his name, but everybody know what battle he had going on. But
Exactly.
anyway, sure, man. Sure, we gonna keep it NFL. We're gonna keep it NFL. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, who's playing tonight? Monday Night Football.
We
Bill.
talking about the Cowboys and the Raiders. You feel me, dog? And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I want the
Yep.
Raiders to get your door. Period. That's it. That's all. Tom Brady,
Me too.
the whole regime should be saying to themselves, look here. If
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland don't want him, we want him because they would he would if they brought Shador to Las Vegas and his daddy right up the street, he don't even have to be the coach. You talking about marketability? The whole franchise would change. So we
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch the Cowboys and the Raiders play. I hate the Cowboys, so I ain't even.
I
I ain't
don't.
got it to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have
I,
to do. When it comes to Jerry or Dak, Dak is he's so fluff. I don't know what to do with him. CeeDee Lamb is a good receiver. He should be on a different team. Um, their defense is garbage. Um, Their owner is garbage. Um, their coach is garbage. Schottenheimer is garbage.
I, but see,
So
look
I'm hoping that the Raiders literally give them a deep defeat. I'm talking about beat them by 14 points.
now. See, I got a different take on this. My thing is the coach is unproven. Dak, he's Dak. He's stressed out. He need to go. Never mind. I can't say that on here. But he need to go spend some time with a woman. I'll say that. But because he need to. Matter of fact, he need to go see the Wizard of Oz and go get a heart.
Right. Okay. I,
Because
I, I like that part. I like that part.
because here's the thing, Buckeye Bill. He the whole situation is bananas because Jerry won't sit down. Jerry's the reason why. Jerry has the Cowboys culture so crazy to where they will never win. I mean,
Right.
how you gonna trade away Micah Parsons? That's what I want to know. How you
There
gonna
you
trade
go.
him away? You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gonna trade away the leader of your defense, really? Because you don't want to pay him? That Jerry got to go. That's why he ain't hired no strong coach. He hires these weak coaches, and what I mean by weak, because I don't want to offend nobody. What I mean by weak is they puppets.
Right.
They puppets. They ain't got no backbone. See, because the last time he had a coach with a backbone, and they locked him in the press box. After that, he ain't hired no more people, and that was Bill Parcells.
And told him shut up.
Yep,
Right. Yes,
he
sir.
don't- he don't he
Yes,
don't,
sir.
he don't like that. He can't
You know. Mhm.
he can't get out of the way of the
And
ego.
Jimmy Johnson, he wasn't playing with him either.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
hmm
So
So
my
so
whole, my whole
just
thing is
on my
until he was
prediction, man. Like I told you about my prediction as far as this game, because I mean, I'm not vested. I'm only vested is if they lose and then they start making moves to get Shador.
hmm
I want Shador to be a Raider for real, for real. And I'm a Cleveland Brown fan. You know this.
hmm
I want Shador to be a Raider. And I want his dad to be on that staff. And I want to see his development becoming, I mean, you know, CJ Stroud type of guy, man. He's Daniel's guy. You know what I'm saying? Cam Ward, if he was on a good team, he'd be a good player. I don't think Richardson was good, and you know it, and I know it too. I mean, his
Go ahead.
development wasn't about y'all's organization. His development was his mindset.
But see, here's the thing about Richardson, right? Again, that's when I go back to you got people that look at football, and you got us that watch football. Richardson is really in his second year. I mean, no, really, he's in his first year because Richardson before he actually played,
He got hurt.
he only played 15 games. He only played no before he in college. He only played like a few games. I want to say
Right.
like 15 in
Yeah.
college. That's not enough. But the coach seen something in him. The thing is, what the NFL is suffering because everybody wants to win now. The fans want to win now. No,
Exactly.
that's why they keep saying keep seeing these scenarios. Trade Richardson. Richardson traded. Richardson ain't going nowhere. They gonna keep Richardson developing And he's gonna come out, and I will say this: y'all heard this first on About That Business. Richardson gonna be one of the best quarterbacks in the league if he matures.
And that's the most key. It's all about him getting back into the lab, honing the skills, but then getting the confidence to understand who he is and why he's there. And he's there to come into that man. I'm telling you, that team needs him. They need his legs. They need his ability. A stopgap that they have right now is a stopgap. So you're right. If they can continue to develop him and give him some time to mature, like you said, in 2 years or so, you're gonna have a quarterback who has watched the game and now know the game and hasn't been abused by the game. So now he's like well, Penix had 2 bad knees, but at 2025, if Cam Ward if not Cam Ward, but if Richardson is in 2 years is healthy and has this tutelage and get all the education that they need, he's going to be spectacular as any quarterback coming out of college.
Because you can't stop him if he's running.
Is not the same. They are just not the same, bro. What college quarterback you would take number 1 right now if you was the Raiders? Mendoza? That's a leap, a reach, and everything else. Because that's the only one that's available. But why would you take him if he's not going to be the quarterback that you need? That's why I say they need to go and get Shedeur. Do not spend your capital on a player that you still got to develop when you got a player that can start for you instantly. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. So there's and I look at Ty Simpson, the guy Reed from Texas A&M. I don't see them actually coming into the league and starting and being spectacular. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening. You know, I mean, what's the dude for Jacksonville? He been in the league for 5-6 years and still suck.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Come on, bro. He was the next coming. And I don't know where he went, but he ain't come here.
But see, the thing is with Trevor Lawrence, again, this is what a lot of people got to understand about the league. Trevor Lawrence is suffering the same way that the Cowboys. You got change of coaches, change of coordinators. You got your organization is in disarray. If your organization, if the top level is not on cue, hang it up. Because Trevor Lawrence, I watched him when he played with Clemson.
Man, I watched him in high school. I watched him in high school and at Clemson, and they cheated Ohio State. So I really ain't got no holler for him, for real. But go ahead.
But yeah, no, it's just like I said, you know, a lot of people be like, oh, the quarterback's no good, but like I said, they look at football, they look at the actual game. Y'all don't look at the behind the scenes and see what's going on. Because like I said, when I have conversations about people, especially when we got Daniel Jones, right? Why didn't we go out and get this quarterback? Why would you, like you just said, why would you spend top dollar for a quarterback when you get somebody like Daniel Jones that has a high IQ to teach Richardson
right.
the ins and out, and he'll be there for 2 or 3 years so that Richardson can develop. Because see, if you look at from Indiana,
It's an investment. I think they're investing in the Richardson if he's willing to not be in the streets and do his job. He got to learn.
yeah, hey,
He got to learn.
he's not one of them. That's what I'm saying. He's in the lab. He's watching film. He's studying. He has the clipboard. They're asking Richardson on the sideline, what happened to that play? Well, what would you have did? Daniel Jones is asking Richardson,
Okay.
what you think I should have did? Because another thing, that ability that Daniel Jones got that a lot of people forgot, Daniel Jones is is in the top 10 fastest quarterbacks in the league. Believe it or not. He got some wheels. He got some wheels.
I ain't never seen no wheels on him.
What? Keep watching.
I ain't seen no wheels on him, baby.
He just ran. He's a pocket passer. But if he needs to run, he's gonna get them yards. And he's another.
I ain't seen no wheels on that dude.
Yeah,
he ain't got no skates. I ain't seen no skates on him at all.
Shoot, I seen him. I seen him this year. But my whole thing is he's a pass first, run second. But he like I said, he's bouncing stuff off of Richardson. Hey, what you think I should have did? You think I should have ran? You think I should have did something else? You think I should have checked it down? Just to see if Richardson paying attention. Richardson going to school right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you look at Indiana, if you look at Indiana as a whole, from the Colts to the Pacers, even the Fever, we have like a baseball system. We have a farm system. We grow our players, and then when it's time to shine, when the lights is on, it's time to perform. You feel me?
All right. I like that.
So,
hey, listen, we're coming into our end. What I can tell you is, I need to hear from you, baby. Tell me what you about, man. Tell me about that one more time about your marketing group, cause your intro was fire.
I am Blue Nitty, the chairman, Blue Nitty, and we got the marketing group out of Indiana. And when it's all said and done, I'm gonna be probably in the top 5 as best YouTuber in Indiana.
Yes, sir.
Really, let me stop being humble for a second. Number 1 in Indiana. Number 1 YouTuber where I'm at. The thing is, and I'm an OG. I'm 55 years old. So I got a lot to bring to the table. They're not ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes beyond promotion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out in the community. Right now I'm in contact with the city council. I'm in, and when it's all said and done, like I said, I'm not even through with my okay. Muncie, Indiana, the chairman, Blue Nitty. You can find me on IG, Blue Nitty. The chairman, Blue Nitty, on YouTube. Be looking out for me. But most of all, stay tuned to About That Business with Buckeye Bill and Lady
Buck. Business with Blue Nitty up in here. We about that business, baby. Hey, we signing off. Love you, Blue Nitty. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you for all your effort. You're wonderful, man, and I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Synesthetic.
I'm trying to win my team a championship.
some rags, ain't ballin' to pray. Should I do what you can? Hey, Black is the name, BMG is the guy. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, practice make perfect. Hey, practice make perfect. Trying to win my team a championship. Yeah, and we score every chance that we get. Take advantage of handles, it's all in the wrist. Got shooters on the squad. Perfect aiming up Swiss. Got shooters on the squad. Trying to win my team a championship. Everybody is playing their roles. Hey, watch out, pose. I pick it.